The NRA is a great organization to support, and I'm very proud of the NRA and their stance and in fighting for individual liberty here in the United States of America. I listened to on the radio last night the third debate for the presidency of the United States. That race is a very important race. This 2016 election, it's an obvious divide between, do you want someone that is for personal liberties and that promotes those liberties, or do you want someone that has utopian ideas and that promotes socialism? It's very clear. I think Trump totally dominated this debate. And of course, these are all my opinions, and you may have different opinions, but I just do believe, and this is what I have to share because this is what I hold fervently as my belief is true, that Trump's going to do a lot more for America and has their interest in heart more so than Hillary Clinton. It's just amazing that Hillary Clinton even got this far as a criminal, as a liar, and God knows how many people she's directly or indirectly has killed just because of bad decision making or because of her utopian ideology. It is an amazing fact that she's able to circumvent the law, the Justice Department and the FBI, that she is a criminal, but yet she's that close from being the next president. And because of all this, this ability to overcome the American justice system, to circumvent it through her clout of influence, it wouldn't be that shocking if she was able to overwhelm the system, if you will, and to manipulate it so that she could have the voting machine, so-called per se, to show that she won. Voting fraud is going to be a big thing this year, and this is what I predict. There's going to be a lot of outcry, especially if she gets in. I believe strongly from what I can see with my own eyes, the people I know all across the country, that the support for Trump is amazing. It's there. The support for Hillary Clinton is not. The mainstream media, as we can see, every time they even open up their mouth, they're biased toward Hillary Clinton, and they are supporting her candidacy. And they are so far from being neutral on this issue, it's laughable. Now, they put up these polls, and they say that she's winning by 5, 6, 7%, or even more. But when you actually go and go in the real world and you talk to real people, I can't even find someone. I can't even find someone in my area, in my city. I can't even find a friend that knows someone that knows another person that would probably be voting for Hillary Clinton. I mean, that's just the truth. Yes, there's going to be people who vote for her, but there are very few. I cannot tell you how many people that I know are so upset with just even the idea of Hillary being in. It's Hillary has no business being in politics. It is so amazing of all the contradictions, though, that I saw even last night during this debate. She's against, Wall Street, but yet she takes the money from Wall Street, and she's funded by Wall Street. She's been manipulated by special interest groups like Wall Street. She's just a liar. She'll say one thing and then she just contradicts herself in the other. She says she's for women's rights, but then she doesn't have any of the ability to even stand up for the children's rights, the baby that's in the womb. She's for partial birth abortion at the very end, in the last, trimester. I mean, she's a sick person. She's pro-genocide. She's socialist. She's globalist. She does not have the interest of the American people at heart. She's a criminal. She's a liar. And it just goes on and on. And this person might be their next president. America can't handle another president like Obama. But she's going to be much worse than Obama. She has a lot more influence and power, a lot more connections, a lot more evil connections than Obama. Obama is fairly impotent. Yes, he was able to manipulate things that were unconstitutional and slide them in, like Obamacare, and to create relationships with other communist countries, like that's a good thing, and to do other things on trade and to manipulate various different types of organizations to target people of liberty-mindedness, such as the IRS. Obama, we know, is a pathetic human being, but Hillary Clinton is even that much more worse. If she gets in, America may not be able to survive her stay in the office, and that's just not me trying to hype this up. But America is already on its last leg. We have over $20 trillion in debt. We have massive, massive problems with the welfare state. The economy is in complete shambles, and we have educational problems. We have problems on every aspect, every facet of what it is to be an American. It's under siege. It's under crisis. And she wants to come in there and put chief justices to reinterpret the Constitution to give us less individual liberties? No thanks. No thanks. You're not going to ever be my president, Hillary. Even if you get in by deceit and unlawful means, you will never represent me. You will never tell me what to do. I draw my line in the sand right here. You cannot take any more of my freedoms, and you will never tell me what to do. And even if you do have part in passing illegal means, unlawful, unconstitutional, I will not obey by them. And you can come and take me into prison, whatever you want to do. You're a sick person, you're a perverted person, and you have no moral character. And I hope the law catches up with you. I really do hope and pray that we can get Trump in there, and if Trump does what he says, that he'll put you in prison and make you a good example of what an American is not. So everyone be well. Be sure to vote for Trump. Be supportive of local associations or national associations. For example, like the National Rifle Association, among many others. We have to back up those who actually understand what it means and understands what we even have here in America. Our individual liberties are something that makes us unique than other countries, because it's not about what's in the best interest of our government. It's in the best interest of the people. And that's why the Bill of Rights stands out among any other nations, any other set of laws in any other country, because we're individual focused here in America. But the individual liberties, not what's best for the government. And because we have individual liberties, we have individual rights, and those freedoms allow us to be prosperous. And always, through our religious beliefs, economically, socially, through trade, through relations with other countries, to develop and innovate technology, and it just goes on and on. Because when the people are free to actually be, able to explore what is natural to them, and they get to have the full range of freedom to actually move about, they actually are so much more innovative, and they're so much more productive than any other people in the world. And so this is what we used to have. And we have remnants of this freedom still left. But we need to go back and unleash all this. Get rid of all this burden of taxation. Get rid of all this oversight and mandation, all this big government, and get it back down to the individual and free that individual to be prosperous. And as the individual is prosperous, our communities will actually grow and be more prosperous. Our cities and states will flourish, and the nation will be strong again. The nation needs someone like Trump. They need someone that is pro-American, pro-constitutional, someone who actually has some character and fervor, and that they know how to get things done. And while I have some problems of some of the things that Trump said in the past, some of the things he's done, he's been for the most part, the best thing we have right now going. So let's support him. And let's put things behind us that just aren't beneficial to keep on regurgitating. We're all humans. We've all messed up. There's no such thing as a perfect human being. And so just because Trump's done things, it doesn't mean that he's not fit to be the president. Just like we can look at Hillary and say, well, she's done things, though, that are so extreme that she is unfit. And so we can see the contrast there. Someone who does normal things, someone versus someone who does illegal things. And so we want law-abiding candidates. We don't need a criminal in the White House. We have already had too many of those.